Right, we're on. Today we're going to talk about how such a small, simple motion can create much more power in your golf swing. This little motion changed the way I hit the golf ball. As I say, it created a lot more power, and it's something you can do too. So we're going to talk about a simple fanning motion of the right forearm, how that works, how we get the right forearm to work in the takeaway. That's today's topic. So I've got a setup here. This is the base of our horizontal plane, which is basically, for you and I, will call it, to keep it simple, ball to target line. I take my address position to this golf ball and we're good to go. When the club comes back, the shaft of the golf club needs to point to the base of this horizontal plane, this ball to target line. Now when I take the right forearm back, it has to be a fanning motion. So a fanning motion would allow the golf shaft to point towards the base of this plane for the entire golf swing, certainly on the takeaway. So take the club back to there, and you can see that the shaft of the club points down towards that cane. We're going to take the club back, the fanning motion, which is what the right forearm does. The right forearm, not the left forearm. The right forearm comes back in a fanning motion to here. Now what's happened there is the hand has gone past the elbow, so the forearm's gone outside the elbow. That's a fanning motion. Fanning motion. When I do that with the right hand on the club, I take the club back, there I am, club's fanned open, forearm's fanned open, the shaft of the club would point towards the horizontal plane, but the club face is not wide open. Because what's happened there, when I've taken the club back, let me put the club up here, imagine that's address position. When I fan the club back, I'll fan the forearm to there, it now looks as though the club's open, yet what's actually happened there is the forearm has gone past the elbow. If I was to turn my body around, you could see that the wrist position has not changed from address. So there's been no flipping, there's been no swivel action. It's been a full-on fanning motion back to there. If I follow through from there with the fanning in the opposite direction, like so, it now looks as though the club face is closed. But then if I turn my body around, you'll see the wrist and everything's still exactly the same as it was at address. So a fanning motion is very different than a flip. A flip is a swivel action. Fanning motion, right forearm gets past right elbow. If I take my club back, so let's take two. If I let the elbow lead, so if I take my club back here and I do this motion, there, Eamon Darcy, remember Eamon Darcy? Now that's good for, that's a tracing motion, so you're now tracing instead of fanning the base of the plane. So I can take imagine if I'm putting, that's going to happen, and therefore the club head's not going to go as far back, I'm not going to need as much power. That is a powerless motion. When you trace like that and let the elbow lead the forearm, you're losing power. Which, as we know, when we putt, we don't need power, so that's a good motion. I take two clubs here. One I will trace, one I will fan. So I'm going to trace here, so this is a putting action. You'll see that right elbow is now outside my right hip, and we'll see, place a ball there, but let's just use this ball there. So right elbow's going outside right hip in a tracing motion, and you can see there where the club head's got to, it's only gone about a foot behind the golf ball. If I leave that there, my right elbow is just outside my right hip, I'm going to leave that club there, as close to that angle as I can. Now if I do my fanning motion from here, I get my fanning motion correct and get the right elbow outside right hip, there, you can see how much further the club head's travelled. It's still on the base of the plane, but the club head's travelled much further, and that is power. You can see how much more power I've got. The hands and my elbow have moved the same distance as they did with the tracing motion, putting. You can see how much power I've gained. You can see the club head gain I have there. So understanding that little motion on the takeaway is going to give you the power, but as I said before, it's not a flip. That's swivel action. Watch this. If I have a full-on proper fanning motion, there, excellent, let's just get there. So I've just got right elbow outside right hip just for this video. The shaft of the club still points down towards the base of the horizontal plane, or the ball to target line as we're referring to it. If I flip open this motion to there, my right elbow is still stuck in my right side. You can see if I now So it's hard to get the elbow outside the right side. If I now from there move the shaft down, it's inside the base of the plane. So I flip this inside, therefore at impact there's going to have to be a real manipulation of the hands to get that club face back to square. And that's not something we want, is it? Forearm going outside right elbow, very powerful, very strong, very structured takeaway, away on plane, fantastic. Tracing, the elbow's leading, powerless, great for putting, chipping. Swivel. Swivel action. Flipping the club inside, manipulation at impact required. I was looking at the wrong bit of the camera there. So that's how such a small motion on the takeaway can create much more power in your swing. Because of this gain in distance of club head on the way back, we've already started to store some power. We're starting to load something, we've got something to load at the top, all from this takeaway position. As long as we can get that fanning position, fanning motion, keeping the club shaft pointing down towards base of the plane, getting the forearm outside the right elbow in the takeaway, right elbow, right forearm goes outside right elbow, creates loads of power. There we go, hope that helps you. Just a small motion like that, just little things that can create so much power and structure in your golf swing. As I say, the forearm fanning on the takeaway gives you that structured takeaway, gives you that structure or chance of being on better plane, therefore more power. If you've subscribed to my channel, thank you. If you've not, just hit the little subscribe button just now, that would be great. Thumbs up button and bell notification, please hit them. One thing we'll address before we go, oh, I do that. People have been commenting on the floating shed. Let me just show you something. So the bike shed, it's not actually floating.